In this video, I'm going to share with you 20 things you can ask for on a plane that won't cost you a single penny, but can make all the difference in how you feel during your flight. Some of these are about comfort, some are about safety, and a few are little luxuries that can turn an ordinary trip into a special memory. And let me tell you, the last three are the ones seniors love the most, but almost no one thinks to ask about. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And also tell me, what's the one thing you always ask for on a plane? Your answer might give other seniors a great idea for their next flight. Point 1. Extra pillows and blankets. One of the simplest comforts you can ask for on a plane is an extra pillow or blanket. Many seniors don't realize that airlines usually carry more than enough on board, but they only hand them out if someone asks. If you've got a stiff back, aching knees, or you just want something soft to lean on, don't hesitate to request it. You don't need to feel guilty, it's not a burden. In fact, flight attendants would much rather see you resting comfortably than struggling to sleep or shifting around in pain. I've met so many seniors who told me they never knew this was allowed. And once they asked, it made their entire journey so much easier. Point 2. Hot water or tea for medication. Taking your medication during a flight can sometimes be uncomfortable, especially if all that's offered is cold water. Many seniors have told me that swallowing pills with icy water feels harsh. And sometimes the medicine doesn't settle well. What most people don't know is that you can always ask for a cup of hot water. Flight attendants use it for tea and coffee service, but they're happy to give you plain hot water anytime. Some seniors even like to bring their own herbal tea bag and simply request hot water. It's free and much gentler on the stomach. If you often take medication in the air, this small step can make the whole process easier and more pleasant. Point 3. Ice packs for swelling. Long flights can cause swelling in the feet, ankles, or knees, and this is something many seniors experience more often. The good news is, you don't need to suffer quietly. You can ask the flight attendant to make you a simple ice pack. While airlines don't carry medical cold packs, they can easily fill a small plastic bag with ice cubes and wrap it for you. Placing it on a swollen area helps reduce discomfort, eases sore joints, and even works for headaches. Many older passengers are surprised to learn this option exists, but once they try it, they feel so much better during the flight. Remember, comfort matters, and this little request can truly make a difference. Point 4. Light support for circulation. Sometimes sitting for hours on a plane makes your legs or joints feel heavy, and many seniors worry about poor circulation. While airlines don't carry medical tourniquets, flight attendants usually have elastic bands, ties, or simple materials that can act as light support. If you need something to hold an ice pack in place, or just a bit of gentle pressure around a joint, you can politely ask. It's not a medical device, but it can make you feel more secure and comfortable during the flight. Seniors often feel shy about asking for such help, but remember, small things like this are part of what the crew is there for. A discreet request is all it takes. Point 5. Assistance with overhead luggage. One of the most common struggles I see is seniors trying to lift heavy bags into the overhead bin. Please don't risk your back or shoulders by forcing it. Flight attendants are more than willing to help you with your luggage, that's part of their job, and they'd rather do it than see you get hurt. I've watched older passengers strain and even injure themselves just because they didn't want to bother anyone. But you're not bothering us at all. If you need help lifting your bag up or bringing it down after landing, simply ask. It takes just a moment for the crew, but it saves you pain and Keeps you safe for the rest of your journey. Point 6. Special meals beyond the standard options. Many seniors don't realize that even if you didn't pre-order a special meal, you might still be able to get one once you're on the plane. Airlines often load a few extra meals to cover unexpected needs. That means there could be a low-sodium dish, a vegetarian option, or even a diabetic-friendly plate tucked away. If the regular meal feels too salty, too greasy, or just doesn't fit your diet, don't hesitate to ask the crew if any alternatives are available. Seniors especially benefit from lighter, easier-to-digest meals, and you might be pleasantly surprised by what's offered. It's a small request that can make eating during your flight much more enjoyable. And Point 8. Extra snacks. Airlines usually hand out just one small snack, maybe pretzels, peanuts, or a cookie, and most passengers assume that's all they'll get. But the truth is, there are often extra snacks stored away. And you can ask for more. For seniors, this can be especially helpful since meal times on planes don't always match when you're used to eating. Having something extra to nibble on later in the flight can keep your energy steady and make the trip feel easier. I've seen so many older passengers light up when they realized they could ask for a second packet. It's a simple request, but it can turn a long, uncomfortable flight into something much more manageable. Point 9. Headphones. Forgetting your headphones at home or bringing a pair that doesn't fit the plane's entertainment system can feel frustrating, especially on long flights. Many seniors think they'll just have to sit quietly, but that's not true. Most airlines carry complimentary headphones, or at least spare ones, that you can ask for. They may not be fancy, but they work perfectly with the onboard movies and music. I've watched older passengers smile with relief when I handed them a pair because it meant the hours ahead would be filled with something enjoyable instead of silence. Don't hesitate to ask. It's a small thing, but it makes the time pass so much faster and keeps your trip more pleasant. Point 10. Playing cards or activity packs. Many people don't know that airlines often carry small extras like playing cards, crossword puzzles, or activity kits. They're usually intended for children, but that doesn't mean seniors can't enjoy them too. I've seen older couples happily pass the time playing a card game, and others keep busy with simple puzzles instead of staring at a screen for hours. It's a refreshing way to make the flight feel shorter and more enjoyable. Most of the time, these little packs go unused because passengers don't think to ask. If you like games or want something to keep your mind active, just request one. The crew will be glad to hand it over, and it can make your trip much more fun. Point 11. Free seat relocation when possible. One of the best little-known secrets is that you don't always have to stay stuck in your assigned seat. If the plane isn't full, you can politely ask a flight attendant after boarding is complete whether there are open seats available. Seniors often benefit from this the most. Maybe you'd feel better sitting closer to the restroom, away from noise, or simply with more room to stretch. Sometimes there's even an empty row in the back, and you can enjoy a much more comfortable flight. The key is to wait until the doors are closed and then ask kindly. It doesn't work every time, but when it does, it can completely change your travel experience. Point 12. Extra help with customs and forms. Travel paperwork can feel overwhelming, especially with tiny print and confusing instructions. Many seniors get anxious about making mistakes on customs forms, landing cards, or new digital entry documents. But here's something you should know: flight attendants are trained to help you with these. If you're unsure about what to write, where to sign, or even how to spell something, just press the call button and ask. We also usually carry spare pens if you forgot one. I've guided many older passengers through these forms, and the relief on their faces says it all. Instead of stressing or squinting at the paper, let the crew assist you. It saves time and worry. When you land. Point 13. Special cabin tours before or after flight. This one isn't guaranteed, but it's worth asking. Many seniors who have been flying for decades love seeing what things look like behind the scenes. Sometimes, if you ask politely, the crew or even the captain may allow a quick visit to the cockpit after landing, once passengers are deboarding. It might just be a short hello, a photo, or even a chance to sit in the pilot's chair for a moment. I've seen older passengers light up with joy during these little surprises. It turns a regular trip into a special memory. It doesn't happen every time, but when it does, it's unforgettable. And the best part? All you need to do is ask. Point 14. Sanitizing wipes or tissues. These days, many seniors are more careful about germs while traveling, and with good reason. Airplanes see hundreds of people touching the same tray tables, armrests, and seatbelts every day. While you can bring your own wipes, most airlines also carry tissues, napkins, or even alcohol wipes that you can ask for. I've seen seniors wipe down their entire seating area before settling in, and you could see the peace of mind it gave them for the rest of the flight. Tissues are also handy for sneezes, spills, or just freshening up. Don't feel embarrassed to request them. It's becoming more and more common, and flight attendants are glad to help you feel safe and comfortable. Point 15. Help with tight seat belts. Not all seat belts fit comfortably, and many seniors don't realize there's an easy solution. If you find the belt digging into your waist or it just feels too snug over your clothes, you can ask for a seat belt extender. Flight attendants carry several on every flight, and they're completely free. Point 17. Earplugs or sleep masks. Resting on a plane can be tough, the noise of passengers talking, babies crying, and bright cabin lights make it hard to relax. What many seniors don't realize is that airlines often carry small sleep aids like earplugs and eye masks. They aren't always handed out to every passenger, but if you ask, the crew will usually be happy to give them to you. These simple items can block out sound, dim the brightness, and help you drift off more comfortably. I've seen seniors use them and later tell me it was the first time they managed to nap on a flight in years. If you struggle with rest while flying, this quiet little request can make the trip much easier. Point 19. Hot towels for refreshing. There's something so simple yet soothing about a warm towel during a long flight. While they're often handed out in business class, many airlines carry extras that you can sometimes ask for in economy as well. Seniors especially appreciate this little touch. It helps you freshen your hands, wipe your face, and feel clean after hours of sitting in a dry cabin. I've seen older passengers smile with joy after receiving one, as if it instantly lifted some of the tiredness from the journey. It may not always be available, but it never hurts to ask politely. When it is, it feels like a small luxury that makes flying more comfortable and enjoyable. Point 20. Special birthday or anniversary treats. Air travel doesn't have to feel routine, sometimes it can turn into a memory you'll never forget. If you let the crew know it's your birthday, anniversary, or another special milestone, they often go out of their way to make it meaningful. I've seen flight attendants surprise seniors with a little dessert, a handwritten note, or even a cheerful announcement from the captain. These gestures don't cost anything, but they create moments of pure joy. Many older passengers have told me it was the highlight of their entire trip. The important thing to remember is, you have to mention it. If you quietly share your special day, the the airline will usually do its best to celebrate with you. Flying doesn't have to feel like a struggle, especially as we get older. So many small comforts and thoughtful touches are available, you just have to know they exist and feel confident enough to ask. From extra pillows to hot towels, from first aid supplies to seat changes, these little requests can turn a tiring journey into one that feels easier, safer, and even enjoyable. Remember, none of these are favors, you've already earned them with your ticket. Flight attendants want you to be comfortable, and they're glad when you speak up. So the next time you travel, try one or two of these secrets and see the difference it makes. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What's the one thing you wish every flight had for seniors? Share it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else feel more confident on